Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible and visible? Somebody please ping me so that I can begin with today's important session on Mahajanadas. Yes, guys. Am I audible and visible? Yes, please. Somebody please ping me so that I can begin with today's important session. We'll wait for 30 seconds more, guys. Many of the students are yet to join. So, are you guys revising the concepts? Okay, Himvarsha, thank you. Just hold on for a second. Just a second. Okay. So, guys, okay, thanks a lot. Good noon, Sunita ji. Okay. So, guys, today we are going to discuss approximately around 15 to 20 questions on important topic, that is Mahajanpad. Okay. And by now, we have covered the MCQs of prehistoric culture, Indus Valley civilization, and Vedic civilization. Now, before I begin with today's MCQ, let me inform you one important thing. Like day before yesterday, like on Saturday, we had conducted a small test or kind of an MCQ on what we say Vedic civilization. And in Vedic civilization, there was one question, Aryans are. Okay. So we have chosen the answer that Aryans were considered as a superior race. But the most important aspect, I have cross-checked that answer from 4 to 5 important sources. And majority of the sources suggest the answer, Aryans are a speech group. So it's a request to every one of you, please make that correction. Question number 1, test number 3 or MCQ number 3 or what we say MCQ test number 3. Answer to that question was specifically what? Aryans are a speech group. Is that clear? Okay. Thanks a lot, Praveen Mishra ji. Thanks a lot. Okay. Try hard. CUET, UG done. That's great. Okay. So without wasting any more time, let's begin our today's short session. The session won't be much lengthier. Okay. As discussed previously, we are going to discuss approximately around 15 to 20 questions, okay, of Mahajanapads. Tomorrow's session would be very important because in tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss the MCQs on Buddhism. And approximately, we are going to discuss 35 to 40 MCQs on Buddhism. Okay. So without wasting any more time, let's begin our today's short session. Okay. The question would be flashing on your screen. There would be 5 to 10 seconds to answer the question, and then we'll go for the explanation, followed by the next question. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. Match the following. On one side, there are name of the king. On the other side, there is the name of the different Mahajanpad. The first one is Chandrapradyot. Then second one is Udayan. Third one is Prasenjit. Fourth one is Ajatshatru. Here it's Magad, Vats, Avanti and Koshla Mahajanpad. Match the following. Yes, fast. Yes, my friends, boggle up your brains. On one side, these are the kings. On the other side, these are the Mahajanpad. Yes, Shashikala, good noon. Yes, take a guess. Everyone, fast. Okay. Sunita ji, you go for C. What about the others? First of all, my basic question to all of you is, totally how many Mahajanpads are there? Yes, Vipul, perfect answer. C. Himvarsha, perfect. Then, Xiaomi Kanan, perfect. Answer to this question is C. The total number of Mahajanpads are 16. Maha means great, Jan means people, and Pad means feet. Okay? Specifically speaking, total number of Mahajanpads are 16 Mahajanpad, and these Mahajanpad find their mention in different texts. One such Buddhist text is Anguttara Nikaya. Is that clear? Now, Chandrapradyot, he was the ruler of Vatsa Mahajanpad. And what's Mahajanpad? Its capital is, specifically speaking, not Chandapradyot. He is the ruler of Koshla Mahajanpad, not Vats. Chandapradyot, he was a ruler of Kosla Mahajanpad. It's not Vats. Okay. Specifically speaking, the capital of Kosla Mahajanpad was Shravasti. Udayan. Udayan was the ruler of Vatsa Mahajanpad. Is that clear? Then, again speaking, Prasenjit. Specifically speaking, Prasenjit. He is another important ruler. Ajat Shatru. Ajat Shatru, his original name is Kunik. Okay. And specifically speaking, Ajat Shatru, whose original name was Kunik. Okay. He is also referred as Kunik in different texts. He was the ruler of Magad. He was the ruler of Haryanka dynasty. So please note that down. Okay. I'll clear one more confusion. See, there's a lot of confusion. So please do not get confused here. I'll repeat the points again. Okay. Chandapradyot, he was the ruler of Avanti Mahajanpad. I am really sorry. In fact, even I got confused. Chandapradyot, he was the ruler of Avanti Mahajanpad. Udayan, he was the ruler of Vatsa Mahajanpad. Okay. Prasenjit, he was the ruler of Koshla Mahajanpad with its capital at Shravasti. Ajat Shatru, whose original name was Kunik, he was the ruler of Magad Mahajanpad. Is that clear? I'm really sorry for that. In fact, even I got confused with the answers. Hope so the point is clear. Let's move ahead. The epigraphical evidence reveals that under the instructions of a Nanda king, a canal was dug in Ang, Wang, Kaling, Magad. Yes, fast. Ang, Wang, Kaling, Magad. Please answer fast. The Ang Mahajanpad, its capital is Champa or Malini, and it is located on the borders of Bihar and West Bengal. Yes, take a guess. Take a guess fast. Is it Mahapadmanand or Dhananand who has dug the canal? Sunita ji, you go for C, Kaling. What about the others? My friends, answer to this question is C, Kaling. Okay. And where do we get the evidence from? We get the evidence specifically from Hathi Gumfa inscriptions. And Hathi Gumfa inscription specifically specifies that the canal was dug by a Nanda king whose name was Mahapadmanand. In fact, Mahapadmanand can also be referred as the founder of Nanda dynasty. Is that clear? Let's move ahead with the next one. Which of the following statement is true regarding the Patliputra, capital of Magad Empire? Fast. Yes, very good, Vipul. The answer for the previous one was C. Himvarsh, it was not Magad. Patliputra was surrounded by river Ganges in the east and river Champa in the north. Patliputra was surrounded by river Ganga in the east and river Son in the west. Patliputra was surrounded by Vindhyan mountains in the south and by the river Ganges in the east. And Patliputra was surrounded by the Vindhyan mountains in the south and by the river Champa in the west. Okay. First of all, where is Patliputra located? Patliputra is nothing but modern day Patna. Okay. The credit for creation of the city of Patliputra, it goes to whom? It goes specifically to Haryanka dynasty ruler Udayin. Please do not get confused between Udayin and Udayan. Udayan was the ruler of Vatsa Mahajanpad. On the other hand, Udayin, he was the ruler of specifically Haryanka dynasty, ruling over the region of Magad. Is that clear? Very good, everyone. Answer to this question is B. Very good, Sunita ji. Himvarsh, Rajesh, perfect. Answer to this question is B. Patliputra, modern day Patna, it is located on the banks of river Ganga and Son. Hope so the point is clear. Let's move ahead. There could be a probable question in the examination, who made the Patliputra as the capital? Okay. So please keep on listening to the discussions properly, as I usually keep on saying in my sessions. Because if you listen to the discussions properly, probably you'll be able to answer the forthcoming questions. Is that clear? So the credit for creation of the city of Patliputra goes to Haryanka dynasty ruler whose name was Udayin. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. By which ruler was Patliputra chosen as the capital for the first time? Ajat-Shatru, Kal-Ashok, Udayin, or Kanishk? Yes, hence I keep on saying, please keep on listening to the discussions properly. Fast. And please keep on noting down the additional information that I provide to you. Okay, guys? Because these additional information are important from the exam perspective. Very good, Rahul. आप आ गए हैं. Very good. Very good, Sunita ji. Very good, Rajesh. The answer for this question is C, Udayin. Okay. Now listen to me very carefully. There were 3 dynasties that ruled over the region of Magad consecutively. That is one after the other. The first dynasty that ruled over the region of Magad was Haryanka dynasty. And the founder of Haryanka dynasty was Bimbisar. It's not Bindusar. Bindusar was the ruler of Mauryan Empire. It's Bimbisar. Bimbisar was succeeded by his son Ajat-Shatru, and Ajat-Shatru's original name was Kunik. One more important fact I'm telling you, and probably there could be a question on this fact, like Ajat-Shatru had invented 2 important weapons. Okay, the first weapon that was invented by Ajat-Shatru was Mahashilkantak. It is like a catapult. You might have seen the movie Bahubali, correct? The war scenes of movie Bahubali are quite fascinating. Isn't that so? And in fact, you might have seen the movie Bahubali, in which Bahubali had a catapult, and using that catapult, he used to pelt the stones on the enemies, and that catapult was referred as Mahashilkantak. The what we say credit for invention of Mahashilkantak goes to Ajat-Shatru. Then comes another important what we say machine that was being invented by Ajat-Shatru, specifically was Rath Musal. You might have seen the Rath of Bhallal Dev or chariot of Bhallal Dev in the movie Bahubali. That is nothing but Rath Musal. And the credit goes to whom? Ajat-Shatru. Kal-Ashok. Kal-Ashok, he was the ruler of Shishunag dynasty, which ruled after the Haryanka dynasty. And Kal-Ashok is also referred as Kaka Varna in different texts. So please note this down. Okay, and Kanishka, he was the ruler of Kushan dynasty. Is that clear? Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, Rahul. So these are the additional information that I've provided you. So please, I hope you have noted this down. Okay. So with, now let's move ahead with the next question. We have to move a bit fast. Where was the first republican system of the world during the 6th century BC located? Vaishali, Athens, Sparta, or Patliputra? Fast. Vaishali, Athens, Sparta, or Patliputra? You might have seen the movie 300. Sparta. Correct? Just take a guess fast. I'll give you a small hint. It is a capital of Vajji Mahajanpad. Fast. It's a capital of Vajji Mahajanpad. Perfect answer. Himvarsha, Vipul, Syomikanan, Rahul, perfect answer. Answer to this question is Vaishali. Okay. Vajji Mahajanpad is also referred as Ashtakul. Why? Because it was formed by 8 important clans. Just remember this. Okay. Like I'll give you a very simple example. Lichavis, they were also the part of Vajji Mahajanpad. Apart from this, Videha, they were also the part of Vajji Mahajanpad. Okay. Siddharth, the father of Vardhaman Mahavir. Okay. He belonged to Natrik clan. And Natrik clan, it was the part of Vajji Mahajanpad. Hence, Vardhaman Mahavir is also referred as Nathputra. I repeat, he is also referred as Nathputra. Why? Because he belonged to Natrik clan. And Natrik clan was one of the part of Vajji Mahajanpad. So this was the additional information. Let's move ahead with the next one. Just a second. Okay. Which Buddhist text has described the 16 Mahajanpads of the 6th century BCE? Okay, if you have listened to the discussions properly, 100% you'll be able to answer this question. Specifically, Rahul, Buddha, he belonged to Sakya clan, which ruled over the region of Kapilavastu. Is that clear, Rahul? Yes. Which Buddhist text describes about the 16 Mahajanpads? Dignikaya, Tripitaka, Deepavamsh, Angutara Nikhaya. Yes, perfect Himvarsha. Perfect Sunita ji. Rajesh ji, perfect answer. Answer to this question is Angutara Nikhaya. Okay. Now, we'll understand about three Pitakas tomorrow when we'll discuss about the MCQs related to Buddhism. Very good, Shashikala. Answer to this question is D. But still remember, there are three different texts which are referred as three Pitakas. One is Vinay Pitak. Then comes Sutta Pitak. And then comes Abhidhamma Pitak. And all these three Pitakas were being compiled in the third Buddhist council, which was held at Patliputra. And it was patronized by Mauryan dynasty ruler Ashok. Just remember this important fact. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. 16 Janpads of the age of Mahajanpad have often been mentioned in the Buddhist literature. Which of the following Janpads have been mentioned by Panini in his book Ashtadhyayi? As we had discussed previously, Ashtadhyayi, it's the first book on Sanskrit grammar. Ashtadhyayi, specifically it is composed of 8 chapters. Hence it is referred as Ashtadhyayi. Okay, 7th one. A, B, C, that is Magad, Asmak, Kamboj. Then D and E, that is Chedi and Vats. C, D, E, Kamboj, Chedi and Vats. A, C, D, E. Yes, fast. Which among the following Mahajanpads specifically are mentioned in Panini's Ashtadhyayi? Okay. Yes. Answer fast. Yes. Take a guess. Okay. Sunita ji, you go for D. A, C, D, E, and E. What about the others? Him Varsha, you also go for D. Vipul, you go for A. Amma Kutti, you go for D. Pearson, you go for D. Answer to this question is A, B, and C. That is A. Okay. Magad Mahajanpad, as we have discussed, there were 3 dynasties that ruled over the region of Magad consecutively. The first one being Haryanka, followed by Shishunak, followed by Nanda dynasty. Okay. There is only one Mahajanpad which is located in the region of Maharashtra. Please remember this important fact. Majority of the Mahajanpad, that is 15 important Mahajanpads, are located in the northern part of India. Only one Mahajanpad is located in the Deccan region, specifically in the region of Maharashtra. And it is located on the banks of river Godavari. And that Mahajanpad is Ashmak Mahajanpad. And the capital of Ashmak Mahajanpad is Potana or Payathan or Pratisthana. Just remember this. Okay. Another important Mahajanpad is Kamboj Mahajanpad. Okay. The Kamboj Mahajanpad, one more important fact, it is located in the region of Kashmir. The capital of Kamboj is Rajpur. And the most important fact about Kamboj Mahajanpad is this Mahajanpad finds mention in Ashoka's rock edicts. Then comes Chedi Mahajanpad. There are only 2 Mahajanpads which are located in Madhya Pradesh. One Mahajanpad is located in the western part of Madhya Pradesh, which is referred as Malwa. And that Mahajanpad is Avanti Mahajanpad. Okay, with its capital at Ujjaini or Mahismati. And the second Mahajanpad which is located in Madhya Pradesh, that is Chedi Mahajanpad. It is located in northern part of MP, which is also referred as Bundelkhand. And what's a Mahajanpad? Okay, its capital is Kaushambi. It is located in eastern UP. That is also referred as Purvanchal. Hope so the point is clear. Let's move ahead. Mahajanpad situated on the banks of river Godavari was. If you have listened to the discussions, 100% you will be able to answer this question. So it's Avanti, Vats, Asaka or Kamboj. Yes, I'll give you a hint. This is the only Mahajanpad located in the southern part. I mean, it is located in the region of Deccan. Fast. Yes, guys, take a guess fast. Perfect, Rahul. Perfect, Rajesh. It's Asaka or Asmak. As we have discussed, its capital is Paitan, Pratishthan or Potana, and it is located on the banks of river Godavari. Is that clear? Very good. Vipul, perfect. Swamik Kanan, perfect answer. Amma Kutti, perfect answer. Answer to this question is C. Shashikala, perfect answer. Level Up, perfect answer. It's Asaka. That's great, everyone. The next one. What is the town configuration of the ancient Shravasti? Okay. Circular, crescentic, triangular, quadratic. It's a factual one. Okay. But this question, it has appeared in one of the examinations. It has appeared in state PSC. So, what is the town configuration of ancient Shravasti? First of all, let me tell you, Shravasti was the capital of Kosla Mahajanpad. Kosla Mahajanpad, it is located in eastern part of UP. Okay. Now, the founder of Kosla Mahajanpad was Mahakosla. And Mahakosla, he was being succeeded by his son, whose name was Prasanjit. Okay, first listen to the important information. See, answer to this question is, okay, Himvarsha goes for circular, Level Up goes for circular. Answer to this question is B, crescentic. Okay, the answer for the ninth one is B, crescentic. Now coming to the information, Kosla Mahajanpad, its capital was Shravasti. It is located like specifically in the eastern part of UP, and the founder was Mahakosla. Mahakosla was succeeded by his son Prasanjit. Now, matrimonial alliances is one of the strategies to make oneself powerful. And at that time, the most powerful Mahajanpad was Magad. Okay? And Magad was following the policy of expansionism. So what did Prasanjit do? Prasanjit married his sister Kosla Devi to the ruler of Haryanka dynasty, that is Bimbisar. And in a very strategic manner, he protected the Kosla Mahajan from the Magad, empire. Is that clear? Then, Prasanjit was succeeded by his son, whose name was Vidudhaba. So there could be a probable question. Prasanjit was the ruler of which Mahajanpad? Vidudhaba was the ruler of which Mahajanpad? Which among the following Mahajanpad had entered into the policy of matrimonial alliances with Magad? Hope so the point is clear. Okay. Yes. Kotapuri Mallikarjunji, good afternoon. Let's move ahead with the next one. Who defeated and assimilated the Vajjis into the empire of Magad? Chandragupta Maurya, Ashok, Mahapadmanand or Ajat-Shatru? Yes, the 10th one. Okay. 10th one. Fast. I'll give you a small hint. His original name was Kunik. I've described about this itself. His original name was Kunik. No, Sunita ji, it was not Ashok. Perfect Himvarsha, it's D. Yes, Rahul, to an extent, mythological scriptures do suggest that the Kosla Mahajanpad might have been associated with the epic Ramayana. Is that clear? Karthik, it's not B, Ashok. Rajesh ji, yes, perfect, it's D. Yes, answer to this question is D. Okay. See, let me give you certain additional information. In Greek and Latin literature, Chandragupta Maurya, who was considered as the founder of Mauryan Empire, is also referred as Sandrokotas or Androkotas. Okay, and additional information. Then, Ashok, his name known by different names. Like he is also referred as Devanama Piyadasi, that is beloved of gods. He is referred as Priyadarshini, that is the most beautiful one. Okay, he is also referred as Chand Ashok, that is Ashoka the fiercest. He is also referred as Ranyo Ashok. Okay. Then comes Ajat-Shatru. As we have discussed about him, he had invented two important weapons, that is Mahashilkantak and Rathmusal. He was the second ruler of Haryanka dynasty, and it is believed that he killed his father Bimbisar and acquired the throne of Haryanka dynasty. Is that clear? And he had followed the policy of expansionism. His original name was Kunik. Another additional information, please, if you want to note it down, you can note it down. The first Buddhist council was patronized by Ajat-Shatru, and the first Buddhist council was held at Satapani caves Rajgriha. Okay? During the time of whom? Ajat-Shatru. In fact, during the time of Ajat-Shatru itself, Rajgriha was the capital of Magad. Is that clear? Yes. Perfect, Rahul. Musky inscription, which speaks about Ashoka being Devanamapiya Dasi, that is beloved of gods. Hope so the point is clear. Let's move ahead with the next one. The power of Magad was extended over the Malwa region during the reign or the period of Bimbisar, Ajat-Shatru, Udaybhadra or Shishunag. Fast. Malwa specifically is nothing but western part of MP. And I've told you which kingdom ruled over the western part of MP? Avanti Mahajanpad with its capital at Ujjaini or Mahismati. Yes, fast. In very simple words, this question is trying to ask which empire completely destroyed the power of Avanti. Fast. Himvarsha, you go for D. Vipul, you go for A. What about the others? Rajesh, you go for D. Yes. Sunita, you go for D. Yes, perfect one. The answer to this question is D. Okay. Now, Avanti was considered as one of the most powerful Mahajanpad. Okay. And the capital, as we have discussed, of Avanti was, specifically speaking, the capital of Avanti was Ujjaini or Mahismati. And Chandapradyot was one of the most important ruler of Avanti. Just remember this. Okay. In fact, I'll give you one important additional information. Like at that time, as we have discussed, that Avanti was one of the most powerful Mahajanpad. And Magad wanted to befriend Avanti at any cost. So what happened? Once upon a time, Chandapradyot, he was suffering from jaundice and nobody could cure his jaundice. And specifically, Bimbisar, he personally sent his court physician to cure Chandapradyot for his jaundice. Okay? And the name of the court physician was Jivak. And from here onwards, Avanti Mahajanpad and Magad, they both became friends. But after the decline of Haryanka dynasty came another important dynasty that is called as Shishunag dynasty. Okay. And the founder of Shishunag dynasty was Shishunag. And Shishunag completely destroyed the power of Avanti. That is, he conquered the region of Malwa. Okay, I'll give you one more additional information. That is, it is said that like this person, Ajat-Shatru, he was so afraid of Chandapradyot that he had completely fortified the city of Rajgriha. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. Which king of Magad is known as Aparo Parshurama? Which king of Magad is also known as Aparo Parshurama? Yes, please, fast. Bindusar, Ajat-Shatru, Kalashok or Mahapadmanand? Fast. 12th. Take a guess. Sunita ji, you go for answer D. What about the others? Himvarsha, you go for B, that is Ajat-Shatru. Karthik ji, you go for D. My friends, answer to this question is D, Mahapadmanand. Okay. Now, Kalashok, he was the ruler of Shishunag dynasty. And Kalashok, it is believed that he was also called by a different name. He was referred as Kakavarna in Sri Lankan text. Apart from this, second Buddhist council was patronized by Kal Ashok or Kakavarna. And second Buddhist council was held at Vaishali. Okay. Mahapadmanand, he was the founder of Nanda dynasty. He is also referred as Mahapadmapati or Apar Parshurama because of his policy of expansionism. And why he is referred as Apar Parshuram? Because he had adopted a policy to destroy the different Kshatriya rulers. Many historians do believe that Nanda dynasty was the first Shudra dynasty to rule over the region of Magad. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. Which inscription is the evidence of King Nanda? Again, if you have listened to the very first question properly, here I have discussed in the very first question, okay, about the, not the first one, second or third question about the epigraphic evidence. Okay, that Dhananand, he had constructed a canal in the region of Kaling. And this finds mention in a particular inscription. What is that inscription referred as? Fast. Hathi Gumfa inscription, Ruminde pillar edict or Ruminde pillar inscription, Junagadh inscription of Rudraman, Ayodhya inscription of Dhanadev. Yes, fast please. Himvarsha goes for A, Sunita ji goes for A, Shashikala goes for A. Yes, my friends, answer to this question is Hathi Gumfa inscription of Kharavela. Okay, Ruminde pillar inscription or Ruminde pillar edict is again very important. Why? Because it is said that Ashoka had visited Lumbini. And when Ashoka had visited Lumbini, he made certain areas of the Lumbini tax-free. Why he had made tax-free? To commemorate the birth of Buddha, because Lumbini was the birthplace of Buddha, whose original name was Siddharth. Is that clear? Let's move ahead with the next one. Arrange the following Magadhan dynasties in the chronological order. Nandas, Shungas, Mauryas, Haryankas. Fast. The 14th one. Nandas, Shungas, Mauryas or Haryankas. Yes, Rumindei, it's in Lumbini, Nepal. Perfect, Rahul. Yes, Junagadh, Gujarat, Sudarshan Lake. Perfect. Associated with Chandragupta Maurya. 14th. Okay, Himvarsha, you go for B. Rahul, you also go for B. That is 4132. Sunita, you go for B. What about the others? Vipul, B. Ammakutti, B. Yes, my friends, answer to this question is B. Haryanka dynasty. Okay. Haryanka dynasty was founded by Bimbisar. As we have discussed previously, there were three important dynasties that ruled over the region of Magad. First was Haryanka during the time of 6th century BC. Okay. First one was Haryanka, followed by Shishunag dynasty, whose founder was Shishunag. Then comes Nanda dynasty. So here, second one is Nanda. Okay. Then the last ruler of Nanda dynasty was Dhananand. And Dhananand was being dethroned by whom? Chandragupta Maurya, who laid the foundation of Mauryan Empire. So comes Mauryas, and finally comes the post-Mauryan dynasty, Shungas, Kanvas and Satvahan. So answer to this question is B, 4132. Is that clear? Kotapuri, it's not C, it's B. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. Who was the physician of Magadh ruler Bimbisar? Discussed right now itself. Although factual one, but I've talked about this. That the ruler of Avanti, Chandapradyot, he had jaundice, and to cure his jaundice, a personal physician of Bimbisar was sent to his court. Yes? An easy one, guys. Shilabhadra, Vijaysen, Jivak, Manu, or none of the above? Yes, perfect. Answer is C. Sunita, Himvarsha, Kotapuri, Rajesh, Vipul, Rahul. Perfect, perfect. Answer to this question is Jivak, C. Okay. Read the following statement and choose the correct code. The 6th century BC was a period of great religious upheaval in all the parts of the world. The Vedic religion had become very complex. So, how many statements are true? Yes, 16th one. Take a guess. Answer to this question is B. Both the statements are true. Is that clear? Because in the post-Vedic era, the Vedic religion had become very complex. Like, let me speak about the early Vedic society and the later Vedic society. If I speak about in terms of social conditions, in early Vedic society, sati system was absent, child marriage was absent, women were a part of decision-making process. How do we come to know about this? There were different village assemblies such as Sabha, Samiti, Gan and Vidhata. Okay, and women were participant in Sabha and Samiti. Apart from this, women might be educated. How do we come to know about this? Apala, Vishwavara, Lopamudra were the famous women poetess of the early Vedic period. In fact, Lopamudra, she was wife of Agastya Rishi. Again, it is believed that during the early Vedic period, the Varna system or caste system was there, but it was not rigidly followed. But things got drastically changed during the later Vedic period. During the later Vedic period, like sati system came into vogue. There have been evidences of child marriage, evidences of sati system. Apart from this, the Varna system or caste system, it got deeply entrenched. Okay. In fact, during the Gupta age, in the coming years, okay, what will happen? Even after the post-Mauryas and so on, like there was a fifth caste of untouchable which was referred by a derogatory name of Chandals. Is that clear? So there was a lot of change. Apart from this, during the early Vedic period, you will observe that the majority of the Vedic gods were related to nature. Surya, sun god; Vayu, wind god; Indra, rain god; Varun, water god. Okay. Apart from this, Aranyani, goddess of forest; Nriti, goddess of death and decay. On the other hand, in the later Vedic period, there were three important other gods. That is Prajapati, apart from this, Rudra, Vishnu, and so on. So both the statements here are true. Is that clear? Yes, Anandji, you're welcome. Moving on with the next one. Last 3 questions. Match the following. Ancient places, that is ancient places of UP, or you can say ancient Mahajanpads. Then Kuru, Panchal, Kosla, Vats, Saket, Kaushambi, Ahichhatra or Indraprasth. Yes, fast. 17th one. Yes. Take a guess. Kuru, Panchal, Kosla, Vats. Himvarsha, you go for B. What about the others? Yes. Sunita ji goes for B. Vipul ji goes for C. Rahul ji goes for B. And Amma Kutti goes for B. Answer to this question is B. Okay. Kuru Mahajanpad. Kuru Mahajanpad's capital is Indraprasth or Hastinapur. And the origin of Kurus goes back to Dasrajan battle or battle of 10 kings, which was fought on the banks of river Ravi, also referred as river Parushini. There are 2 Mahajanpad which are located in western part of Uttar Pradesh. One is Sursen Mahajanpad, which is capital at Mathura. And the second one is Panchal Mahajanpad. Okay. And Panchal Mahajanpad, specifically speaking, it is divided into 2 parts, Uttar Panchal and Dakshin Panchal. The capital of Uttar Panchal is Ahichhatra and the capital of Dakshin Panchal is Kampilya. Okay. The name Panchal has been derived from 5 important tribes, that is Somak, Krivi, Keshi, Srinjaya and Turvasu. Okay, and it is located in the western part of Uttar Pradesh. Kosla Mahajanpad, as discussed many times, it is located in the region of eastern UP. The capital was Shravasti or Saket, that is modern day Ayodhya. Vats Mahajanpad, again it is located in eastern part of UP and the capital of Vats Mahajanpad was Kaushambi. The name Kaushambi has been derived from different Kausam trees. Okay, and the most important ruler of Kaushambi was Udayan. Okay, in fact, there is a beautiful love story on the life of Udayan. Okay, and that love story is referred as Swapna Vasav Dutt. If you want to note it down, you can note it down, Swapna Vasav Dutt, and it was written by Bhasa. So it was a love story of Udayan. Udayan was the ruler of Vats Mahajanpad. Hope so the point is clear. Let's move ahead with the next question. Match the following. Again, on the one hand, the Mahajanpad, on the other hand, the capital, Matsya, Kuru, Shursen, Asmak, Mathura, Putana, Viratnagar or Indraprasth. Easy one again. If you have listened to the discussions properly, 100% you will be able to answer this question. Fast. 18th one. A, B, C or D? Okay. Him Varsha, you go for C. Sunita ji, you go for C. Rahul ji, C. Amma Kutti, C. Vipul ji, C. Yes, perfect answer. Answer to this question is C. Okay. Matsya Mahajanpad, capital is Viratnagar, present day located in the region of Rajasthan. Okay. Jaipur. Kuru, Indraprastha or Hastinapur. Sursen, as we have discussed previously, there are two important Mahajanpads which are located in western part of Uttar Pradesh. One was Panchal Mahajanpad with its capital as Ahichhatra and Kampilya, and the other one was Sursen Mahajanpad with its capital at Mathura. In fact, Mathura was located at the junction of Uttarapath and Dakshinapath. And Asmak, the only Mahajanpad located in Maharashtra. The capital was Potana Paithan or Pratisthana on the banks of river Godavari. Is that clear? Let's move ahead. Last two questions. How many Mahajanpads were located in present day Uttar Pradesh among the oldest 16 Mahajanpads of India? Yes. 6, 7, 8 or 9. You can even go by the elimination technique. Okay. Even if you do not know the precise or the perfect answer, you can follow the elimination technique. I'll give you a very simple example. Asmak Mahajanpad, it is located in the region of Maharashtra. There are two Mahajanpads located in the region of Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Very good. Sunita ji, you have the perfect answer. Answer to this question is C. That is 8 Mahajanpad. Now let's understand about this. Asmak, it is located in the region of Maharashtra. Avanti and Chhedi Mahajanpad, it is located in the region of Madhya Pradesh. Then one Mahajanpad in the region of Rajasthan, Matsya Mahajanpad. Then one Mahajanpad in the region of Haryana, that is Kuru Mahajanpad. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Gandhar, it is located on the borders of India and Afghanistan. Capital is Takshila. Kamboj, it is located in Kashmir. Capital was Rajpur. So how many Mahajanpads are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then specifically 6 Mahajanpads here. Okay. Then another important Vajji Mahajanpad. It is located in Bihar. Capital was Vaishali. How many Mahajanpads are left? 8 are left. 8 of them are located in UP. Now, I'll give you example, a few of them. Like Kosla was one of the Mahajanpads. Another important Mahajanpad was Sursen, Panchal. Okay. Apart from this, Vatsa Mahajanpad. Clear? Then specifically Malla Mahajanpad. So these were the important Mahajanpads precisely located in the region of UP. So here you can even follow the elimination technique to derive the answer. Is that clear? And the last important question. Which one of the following statement is not true about the Shreni system of ancient India? Shreni was an organization of traders and artisans. Quality and the price of the produced goods were determined by the concerned Shreni. Shreni used to control the conduct of its members. Shreni system was prevalent only in northern India. Which among the following statement is not true? The question is, it is not asked which among the following statement is true. The question is which among the following statement is not correct. Yes, Shrenis are nothing but guild of merchants. Direct UPSC question. So Shrenis are guilds of merchants. Take a guess. Yes, perfect one. Sunita ji, Him Varsha, Rahul, Amma Kutti, perfect. Shreni system was only prevalent in North India. This statement is wrong. Is that clear? So this was a short test or MCQs on Mahajanpad. In tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss in quite depth and detail about the Buddhism. Okay, and approximately we are going to solve 35 to 40 MCQs related to Buddhism. Is that clear? So you can download the PDF of this session from my Telegram channel, history_Alok_Ojha. My friends, StudyIQ IAS has come up with GS Foundation P2I resolution batch for 2027. And the batch is going to start on 26th of March 2026. The most important aspect, The price for the batches are starting at 13,999. The batches are available in English, that is bilingual mode, Hindi plus English. There's a separate batch in Hindi medium. And the most important one, there's a completely separate batch for English medium. Okay? All the subjects would be taught completely to you in English language. That is history, geography, polity, economy, science and tech, current affairs, internal security, everything. Is that clear? Similarly, the batches are available for 2028 as well. So, use the code Alok Live that is flashing on your screen to get the benefits of these batches. I repeat the code Alok Live, and the prices for these batches are starting at 13,999. Okay. Yes, Vipul. I'm going in a step-by-step manner, and in a chapter-wise manner, I'm trying to cover all the MCQs. Don't worry, in the end, I would be coming up with a common mock test. Is that clear, Vipul ji? Okay. So guys, tomorrow's session again is very important, and specifically the session would be at 3:30 p.m. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about Buddhism. Okay. So with this, I'll stop my word for today. See you tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye everyone. Jai Hind.